All right, again, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. First release from a new company right here in front of your eyes. This is the Dashkoff knives Stinger. They come out of the gate with a very cool looking knife. So let's jump into this. We're going to show you all three versions right off the top, and then we got a lot to talk about. Now, two of these versions are no longer available. One of them is, and it's a good thing because the one that's still available is actually my favorite of the three. So let's jump in and let's show these off. Now, these two over here are the more expensive versions. This is the titanium Stinger with the liner lock, okay? And this is the carbon fiber version of the Stinger. Both of these have holes, and right off the bat, you would think, well, Casey's going to love the one with the hole better. And yes, that's typically true. And man, do I just love the profile of this. The way he put the hole down. I mean, this is his first design, guys. I got to just keep saying this. First design. So the way the hole is sort of hidden back in here and down into the shape of the blade, and then you've got almost a daggery style thing going on in its own little shape, and pokey stabby, really, really cool, quite a cutter, and really well done. There is an issue with this. We'll talk about it in just a minute. Now, this one's in M398. I think these might have been $500 or something like that. And then there's the titanium version, and same deal with the titanium, except you have milled titanium. I don't even know what this carbon fiber is. It's kind of got a coppery look to it, but I'm not sure, or maybe even purple. It's hard to tell because of the milling, but it's really, really nice and very lightweight. I dig the kind of coffin-shaped, wow, Casey, words are good. Coffin-shaped clip. And on this one, you've got blue, so I'm going to like that. Again, the hole works really well. Detents are good on them. Yeah, not shaking out. Fine. Jimping, well, let's relock that. Okay. Jimping here, jimping back here on the back spacer, kind of a hog nose. Now, these two are not available, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on these, but I think they were about $500. They're built well. The OEM he used for these, it doesn't sound like he's going to be using them again. So it's not really relevant to go into a lot of detail on the build. But the design is what we're focusing on here. Now you can see this guy cuts really well. And again, it would definitely be one that you could use for piercing cuts if needed, which I don't use knives for, but whatever. Now you can't really front flip this. The jimping is kind of a little far apart and not fine, and the shape doesn't really lend itself to it. So it's just the hole, okay? So that is the carbon fiber Stinger and the titanium Stinger. And we're going to put those off. And we're going to focus on this guy. These are available. Now, I will leave a link to his website, but I will also give you a link to his Instagram. And the reason is he's selling these to U.S. customers from his Instagram, okay? Not through a website. It's easier for him to get them to you. Now, what I like is we've got this really cool kind of dark wash on the blade, and then the flats are satin. You have thumb studs on this one. Now, the one issue that I didn't get to yet, because I wanted to do it at the same time, because this, so the lock bars are different. You can see the lock bar on the titanium one is a little bit thicker. The lockup is about 50%. The lockup on this one is about 10%, which is fine because it's not moving. But now we have this really thin spot and a really big gap right here. And what happens, for me at least, when I close these two, I'm getting pinched in that spot. And there is no access to that lock bar cut out from here. There is a chamfer, but it doesn't leave much room to get your finger in there. You can do it, but it's not comfortable. That is what would kill these two for me. I need a little bit of access to that lock bar, a cutout right here where I can get through. And what I like about Eugene over there from Dashkoff is he's asking for, this is my first design, he's asking for feedback. And Eugene, my feedback is, give me a cutout right there on the edge where I can put my finger and just wave it across and unlock it and not worry about getting anywhere close to getting pinched, which I've done numerous times with these two. I mean, sorry, these two here. Now this one, they didn't do that crazy scalloping, and it's a little tiny bit thicker. The scalloping is what makes the pinch hurt. But this one I can get in there easier, and I can move that lock bar a whole lot easier. And again, would still prefer a pass through over here to get in there and unlock it, but this is better. I actually prefer the thumb studs on this because it just jumps out. The hole's great, don't get me wrong. And you can see it still jumps out, no problem whatsoever. There's just something really nice about the way the thumb stud one comes out. I got good access to the thumb stud. Can I middle finger flick it? Yes, I can. Pretty easily, actually. Now, we have aluminum here with some, milling on the handle, which is beautiful and cool. Now, there's a MagnaCut version and there's an M398 version. We'll talk about that in a minute. They are available. Now, you have a clip, which worked okay for me. I wish there was a little more room. If you have thicker pants, that could cause an issue. It is not reversible. There is not a lanyard hole, but there are 3 standoffs, barrel spacers, and you can definitely get a lanyard on that last one. Very much so. Moves easily, really nice. It is on bearings, and this one indeed, all of them are good cutters, but this one definitely is. Definitely. I mean, I actually think it cuts a little bit better, and it might just be that you're not contending with that hole as you come up. You're just going through here, nice flat grind, and out that swedge, and I think it actually cuts a little bit better than the other two. Again, jimping, same deal. It's back here. It's good. You definitely cannot. Now this one sits down further, as you can see, so you wouldn't be able to front flip it anyway. But it works great. And again, on bearings, great action. Comes straight out to the middle here. Very nice on the lockup. No issues there whatsoever. Now this guy is an M398 for $350. Or MagnaCut for $400, and he's giving me a code, KC10, gets you 10% off. KC10 gets you 10% off from Dashkoff Knives, okay? But what you need to do is you need to go get with him on his Instagram and send him a DM, and he will ship these from where he's at, which not really sure, but he's overseas somewhere, and he will get these out to you that way. And again, you can use code knives KC10 for 10% off. Okay. Really, really cool. Again, a little bit of blade play on this one, but I think if I tightened it up again, it's a pass around knife, so don't do a lot of that. It would be fine. Now, titanium clip, titanium spacers, yeah, I mean, just really nicely done in that regard. Now, if we put all 3 out, you can see how they compare. I do like the look of both. I mean, they're great. And we're going to just do our own kind of specs here since we're kind of not going off of his website. So this is an 8-inch knife, okay? And the blade is, cutting edge wise, is just over 3 1/4, 3.5 inch blade overall. And the handle, grippable, which is plenty of room, by the way, 4-finger handle. Let's do this one. 4-finger handle. You can feel the clip a little bit there and there, but it's not bad. You can relax around it. Feels really nice in the hand. I like that one. Handle is, now the handle itself is 4 1/4, but if you choke all the way up, you're at almost 4 3/4. And again, nice sharpening choil with a pretty hard plunge. It's a good design, guys. I mean, again, the lock bar access is my issue. And I'm sticking with that, but it is what it is. Now, as far as weight, Lord only knows what I did with my scale. Well, maybe we're not going to do the weight. Here we go. Here it is. Now, not that they're available, but we'll go ahead and weigh all 3. The titanium is 5.5 ounces. The aluminum or the tactical is 4.5 ounces. And the carbon fiber is 4 ounces, okay? Very cool indeed. And then as far as handle thickness, this guy is 5.6, so a little thicker, but because of the bigger chamfers on the edge, it feels pretty good to me. And then blade stock is 0.136, sorry. So let's do our comparisons, and then we're all but done, okay? Let's check these out. And by the way, thanks to Eugene for sending these to Kevin, and I got to look at them as well. All right, so there's our Ontario Rat 2, quite a bit smaller. Ontario Rat 1 is actually a tiny bit bigger. Tempest knives, I'm gonna put it down here. What the heck will confuse you guys? Tempest knives pinion is a little bit smaller, and at 8 inches, and at 7 inches, the microburst is quite a bit smaller. So what do you guys think of the Dashkoff knives stingers? Let me know what your thoughts are overall. New company. He's already showed me a picture of another model he'll have coming out, and it's pretty sweet looking. So yeah, I love introducing new companies to you guys. And then of course, the tactical stinger is available. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, guys. Thank you so much for your incredible support and for watching the Knives Fast channel.